guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is really special because it is sponsored by Cricut. I thought it would be a really fun idea to overhaul some of my pencil storage systems. I've got a real mishmash of jars and all different things holding my pencils at the moment. I've got a coffee canister and I've got all these different tumblers and all sorts of things just holding all my pencils. So we're going to overhaul the jars and we're going to create a project using the new Cricut Maker 3, and we're going to create some fancy new labels for all of these jars so that it's nice and easy to know what pencils are in what jar and what is what, because we need a little bit of organisation, don't we? I'm really excited about this collaboration with Cricut and I cannot wait to make these jars and organise all of my pencils, so let's go. Let's take a look at the Cricut Maker 3, which Cricut kindly sent over for me to use for this project. It's super simple to set up. You can be unboxed, designing and creating within minutes. The Cricut Maker 3 is essentially the ultimate cutting machine, as it can cut over 300 materials, including delicate materials like crepe paper, fabric, to thicker materials like chipboard, leather and basswood, which makes it extremely versatile. It can also be used on other materials like aluminium, all types of cardstock, Cricut's range of deluxe papers, smart vinyl, which is what I'm using for my project, and also smart iron-on materials, which, hello, t-shirts. It's really simple to change out tools and new blades, and Cricut Maker's expandable suite of tools allows for endless possibilities with the ability to cut, draw, score, deboss, engrave, create fancy perforations and wavy lines on documents, all with just one machine. The really cool thing about Cricut Maker 3 is the multi-tool quick swap housing, which I'm looking at purchasing for future projects, as you have the knife blade, the scoring wheel, the wavy blade, engraving tip and a whole lot more. The quick swap housing allows you to use all these different tips really quickly and safely. Cricut is actually dedicated to expanding on its range of tools to continually add value to this machine, which the aftercare of this company is amazing. In my machine, I've just got the premium fine point blade and housing, which comes as standard, and you'll see this in use with the smart vinyl products to create my labels for the pencil jars. Let's test the Cricut Maker and Cricut Design Space out with a simple sticker project using the removable smart vinyl. I decided to create a small simple project to test everything out, as Cricut products and the design space are completely new to me and I didn't realise how simple and easy to use everything would be. Cricut Maker is so easy to set up and allows makers to get up and running with projects really quickly. The Cricut Design Space has both a desktop and mobile version as well, making it really simple and accessible to design and make from absolutely anywhere really quickly and easily. I decided to make some duck stickers with the vinyl, as ducks are my absolute favourite. So I loaded up the design space, and from the home page you can go straight into designing a new project. From there you can choose options to add like pre-made images, add text, shapes and lots of other design elements. You can also add your own images, but as I was learning how to use everything, I decided to go with the pre-made duck shape. You click whatever asset you want to add to your canvas, and on your canvas you can rotate, resize, arrange and edit to your heart's desire. Once you're happy with your design, you simply click Make It, and it runs you through the process of selecting the desired materials, loading the materials into the Cricut Maker, and you're ready to go. The smart materials are really simple to use with the Cricut Maker 3 and don't actually require any additional mats or anything. You just simply load them straight into the machine, it reads them and it starts to cut your project. The Cricut Maker 3 is actually really fast at cutting designs as well and your projects, so you can crack them out in no time at all. This simple little project only took a matter of minutes to create and then cut, and I was super happy with my duck vinyl stickers, and you know, so was my son as well. With that simple project under the belt, let's move on to the pencil jars. I really wanted to repurpose my pencil jars, organise them better and make it clear what lives in each jar, so I wanted to create some easy to read and simple labels to help with the new organisational system. The Cricut Maker 3 was the absolute perfect partner for this job. First of all, I had to repaint the jars and I went with a matte black paint as I wanted to use the white smart vinyl to create the labels for them. Black and white make a perfect combo, and it also matches my personal aesthetic, so this was a very easy decision to make. I could have also used literally any colour, as the smart vinyl comes in so many different colourways, but simple white was perfect for this project. While the jars were drying in the garden, I set about creating my design in the Cricut design space. Simplicity was key here. I wanted a simple font which would be easy to read and a little design flair, but one which wouldn't overpower the font. I took a look at some of the pre-made designs, but I really wanted to create something myself to see how easy it would be. Once in the editing area, I started with a basic circle shape. I set it to a size, and then I used the offset tool to create a smaller duplicate circle into the center. I then highlighted those two circles together and used the really handy slice tool to create the circle border. Super simple and quick. I then created a text box, and I input the text which I would require for each jar and aligned it into the center of the hollow circle that I just created. I then grouped and duplicated all of the assets, so the circle and the text together, and then I created more and changed the text within each one for each jar. It's really easy to align your text on the design space as well, because it has this grid which really helps for central text placement as well as other elements, so you can really space your elements out as well. From there, I also made some further edits to finalise the design before cutting. I loaded the materials and then let the machine work its magic. I used the white permanent smart vinyl for this project. I used the permanent vinyl rather than the removable vinyl, as I didn't want these stickers to come off with use of the jars. Permanent vinyl is actually weather resistant and perfect for outdoor projects as well. And although my jars won't be kept outside, it will be durable enough for constant use, picking up, and you know, I am kind of accident prone and water gets splashed about quite a lot in my studio for someone who uses coloured pencils and not a water-based medium. This permanent vinyl is also dishwasher safe, so I can pop it into the wash or I can wipe it down without worrying that the vinyl is going to come off. The design is all cut, but it actually required another little material from Cricut, which was the transfer tape. I needed this in order to get my design from the vinyl sheet to my jars and have all of the little cutout bits and the proper alignment, so the transfer tape was absolutely essential. I peeled all of the unnecessary vinyl from my cutout sheet to reveal each of my little label circles. I then had to remove all of the unwanted vinyl materials from within each of those circle labels and within the text, so making sure it was all nicely cut out. The aim was to create the simple circle and cut out text as you saw from the design in the design space, so just needed to make sure that I got like all of those little bits out so you could read everything really nice. Then it was a matter of cutting the transfer tape to size and applying it to the cutout labels. I used the handy little scraper tool to make sure that the vinyl was all really stuck to the transfer tape, and then peeled the vinyl backing away to reveal the design. I actually really liked it like this. The next part's really simple. The transfer tape then gets slapped onto the jar surface, everything's in its place, you press the design onto the jar, and then you peel back the clear transfer tape and voila, you've got your project onto something physical. I then repeated this process for all of the jars, and I must say they look really snazzy. It's a simple design, but I think it works really well, and it's so clear and easy to read, so I'll have no problem organising my pencils in the future, know which jars are going to go in. Really nice and easy to read. Everything I used in this project as well you can use straight from the get-go. The design space has everything you need, lots of font options to choose from as well as assets to use if you don't want to create your own. Cricut Access also has a bunch more assets on offer, so you'll never be stuck for design inspiration. I am in love with this project. It was really simple to do. The Cricut Maker 3 and the Cricut Design Space is really simple to use, as you've seen, as you've heard me talk about, and I now have some fancy jars with some pretty swish labels, so I know exactly what pencils are in what jar. So this is my current project jar because I tend to have different projects on the go. I've got the standard pots which hold the different varieties of pencils, so I really am pleased that I now have a label to designate to my current project jar, so I know this is the one that I need to go to for my current project. And I'm going to make a couple more of these so I have different jars for all of the different projects. It's going to be so much better. So I'm really pleased with this project. I really hope that you like it too. As I said, it is a really simple project, but I had a lot of fun trying out the Cricut Maker 3 and designing these little labels for my jars, and I'm going to just make labels for everything now and just get everything organised. So I've got a set of drawers over there and all of my different paint jars as well, so I'm going to give all of those the same treatment because it's just really nice and easy. My project's now done. All I've got to do if I want to make more labels is just edit out the words, set it to print, let the Cricut Maker 3 do its magic, and then apply everything to my jars. It's really simple, and yeah, I'm really pleased with the outcome of this project. The Cricut Maker 3 is the ultimate smart cutting machine. It can accurately cut over 300 materials. I've shown you my project where I'm cutting the permanent vinyl for the stickers that I've applied to the jars. I've also shown you how you can create a little sample of a sticker, the ducks that I made. Oh my god, they were so cute. That was using the removable vinyl. It can also cut things like crepe paper, fabric. It can cut things like chipboard, leather even. It can create so many different types of projects using a really vast array of materials. Of course, you've got the classic sticker cardstock, so if you have your own online shop like me and you want to make some stickers, that's going to be absolutely perfect, and that's going to be one of my future projects as well. You've also got smart iron-on material that it can cut, so you can create some really cool designs for t-shirts. So if you've got your own business and want to create a customized t-shirt, you can use the iron-on material and you can create a little custom logo for a t-shirt to wear every day in your business. I'm gonna create one of those as well. I would also really love to create some mugs, and I've got my eye on the mug press, and I'm going to be using my Cricut Maker 3 to create a design, and the Cricut Design Space to create a design for some new mugs to add to my shop in the future. So I'm going to get that mug press, I'm going to make those mugs, and I'm really looking forward to creating that project. But one of the first ones I'm going to do is using some of the cardstock, the sticker cardstock, and I'm going to make some stickers for my shop. I'm not sure what designs yet, but I'm sure you're going to love them. And it's going to be really simple to create them as well, because the Cricut Design Space is really easy to use, and you can just spend forever in there just like tweaking your design and making it 100% perfect. But that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope that you have enjoyed the journey with me exploring the Cricut Maker 3 and creating my little labels for my jars. Thank you so much to Cricut for this opportunity, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!